Welcome to another episode of Nature Chronicles with Samir. This was one such morning in Bhimtal, Uttarakhand. Above the green slopes, clouds began racing across the sky. For a while, the clouds passed by without giving anything away. And then the first drops arrived. For birds, it can mean something entirely different. A refreshing bath, a chance to clean dusty feathers, a moment of enjoyment after a warm and humid day. And on this particular day, one small family seemed determined to make the most of every drop. A pair of young black drongos and their ever watchful parent. When monsoon showers arrive, grasslands suddenly become incredibly active. Hidden insects are forced out. Fresh flowers attract pollinators. Small creatures that remained invisible during dry conditions suddenly appear everywhere. They are masters of open spaces. Their sharp eyesight allows them to detect movement from a distance, while their incredible flying ability allows them to launch into the air, catch prey, and return almost effortlessly. For the youngsters watching nearby, every hunt is not just a win, it is a lesson. But right now, the youngsters have other priorities: the rain, the breeze, the simple joy of being young. And perhaps that is one of childhood's greatest privileges. Someone else is worrying about tomorrow. Suddenly, the parent takes flight. The search begins. A few seconds later, the drongo returns, successful. A small insect held carefully in its bill. The beaks wide open. The parent approaches carefully. The meal is delivered. A tiny moment, but a very important one. Because behind that single feeding is an entire story of survival. Every successful hunt means energy. Every meal means growth. Every delivery increases the youngster's chances of one day taking flight on its own. But the afternoon still has another surprise waiting. The parent returns again, this time with something different. A bee. The bee is held firmly, and then the drongo begins rubbing it against the wire. Once, twice, again and again. The bee may no longer be able to escape, but it still has one dangerous defense: a sting. Even after capture, insects like bees and wasps can still deliver a painful final response. The black drongo understands this risk. So before offering the meal, the parent carefully prepares it. This behavior is known as de-stinking. By rubbing the insect against a hard surface, the bird helps remove the danger of the sting and reduces the chemical defenses that may make such prey unpleasant. It is a remarkable little survival technique. No tools, no instruction manual, just generations of instinct and experience passed down through time. The parent is not simply catching food, it is preparing food safely. And that is what makes this moment so fascinating. The youngster sees only breakfast, the observer sees a lesson in survival. As the afternoon moves forward, the showers begin to weaken. The heavy clouds slowly lift. The fresh smell of rain settles over the grassland. The youngsters now turn their attention to another important task: preening. Every feather must be carefully arranged again because feathers are not simply decoration, they are the tools that allow these birds to fly, stay warm, and survive. A bird's life depends on keeping them perfect. The youngsters work patiently, completely unaware of how much their parent has done for them during the afternoon. And perhaps that is how childhood works everywhere. The young enjoy the world, the adults quietly hold it together. The routine continues, the parent leaves, the parent returns, another insect, another meal, another small investment in the future. And then, as evening approaches, something changes. The hunting stops. The family gathers. The wire that was earlier a hunting platform and a preparation station now becomes something much simpler. But peace in a family with young ones is often temporary, even among birds. Suddenly, sibling rivalry arrives, a small movement, a youngster deciding that perhaps the best place to sit is exactly where the other one already is. Some things, it appears, are universal. Whether covered in feathers or not, siblings everywhere seem to find creative ways to test each other's patience. And then comes the moment that brings a smile. One youngster, perhaps feeling very confident after an afternoon of excellent service from its parent, suddenly loses balance on the wire. The graceful young drongo becomes a whirlwind of wings, feet, and panic. Tiny wings flap, the body twists, the tail moves in every direction. A complete performance of accidental acrobatics. Nature often shows us its greatest stories not through dramatic battles, but through ordinary acts repeated every day. A parent providing, a youngster learning, a family growing, a parent who never stopped caring. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Nature Chronicles with Samir. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive, cherish the wild spaces around you, no matter how small, and remember, nature doesn't always need a grand stage. Sometimes breakfast is story enough. I'll see you in the next episode of Nature Chronicles with Samir.